Hello everybody. So this is the first video of the series of 7 for the next week, where I'll be talking, or I'll be addressing in more detail or context with one of the Instagram posts that I've been using. So today I'm going to talk about the first post I ever did on Instagram. I'm new to that world. It was 2016, I think it was June or July of 2016. And I'd address it. I'm just going to move here in the yard. I love we had a little bit of rain today, and so the earth smells fantastic. The air, just the moisture in the air is great. All right. Wait just for a little bit if anyone wants to come on. I'm going to give it a few minutes. And I'll be ready to go. So just so you have a sense of looking at what I'm looking at. And so here is the water sound. I love those ferns. They're so high now. They're growing so well this year. They're very happy. That's what I'm happy about. And then the rest of the garden. A little Zen-inspired sandbox, if you will. And then a tea house. Turn this around. Maybe someday we'll head in there. But in the meantime, back on task. Hey, Jen. Okay. So, the topic of today is, what if you gave away all of your power at some point in your life in order to remind yourself and teach yourself that you can get it back? Because oftentimes we have this narrative around giving our power away is such a terrible thing. And, okay, it's disempowering, quite literally, to a degree, or when we believe our power was taken from us. But really, if we just reframe it and we were to say to ourselves, okay, I gave it away at some point, and maybe, just maybe, I did that to remind myself that I can go and get my power at any time if I've ever given it up. And there are ways to do that. And not only that, because it's your power, because it's part of you, you can call it back and it comes. You can reclaim who you are. And that in of itself is very empowering, to be reminded that you can claim who you are. You can become more of who you are. You can put your foot on the ground, line in the sand, and say, this is who I am, or this is who I'm becoming. And if, in the big picture of things, let's just even say the timeline of your life, giving away your power is giving you an opportunity to claim it back. And to feel better about claiming yourself. Because there's massive value in that. So instead of just being frustrated or bothered or blaming someone else for having taken, or who we give our power to, even to a situation or an event or a group of people, so you can really pull that back into you and say, okay, now I'm at a point in my life, I'm ready to bring that into me. I'm ready to be more of who I am and claim more of that as myself. So if you gave it away in order to remind yourself later on that you can get it back, what then do you get to learn? What else can you do? What else can you not only claim as your own because it's you, but what other project that you can then start and go through and learn from and finish in a way that's totally empowering? What other part of your life can you explore that with? A business, a relationship, resolving a relationship you have with relationships, as an example. And when you can do that and you can really dance with that idea, then you're opening up a whole new world. And this new world of looking at the existing one is much more resourceful. You can look at any situation and say, okay, that's the way it was, or that's the way it is, and now I can do something about it. So that's it. Regardless of what's going on around you, in the present moment, or what happened in the past, or what you think is going to happen in the future, or even actually what you think happened in the past, because we don't always remember exactly, right? We misremember a little bit. We remember a little bit that's perhaps convenient for our story, and everything else is hidden away. And sometimes we have a hesitation towards healing or resolution because we don't really want to be wrong about something. What if the story that you told yourself over and over and over again for the last 10, 20, 30 plus years is not complete? And what if during that time it's been massaged conveniently by your ego, and when you find out a broader truth to it, you realize, well, I've been perhaps spending too much time distracted by the falsity of a story and not enough time focused on the holistic truth of it. And when you can do that, you're also empowering yourself to be able to do something about it. So instead of being afraid for the truth of who you were, who you are, who you want to become, you can be excited by it. And that's also part of the reclaiming power that you've given. When you reclaim that, you become more whole, you broaden your perspective, and you enhance the awareness that you have around who you were, who you are, and who you'd like to become. Okay, so that's today's video on a first Instagram post. I think it was, again, July 2016. I'll be choosing another post tomorrow. If there is one that you want me to cover specifically, I posted 300 and something, 400 posts maybe on Instagram. If there's anyone that you want me to talk more about, or maybe even the reasons behind why I shared it or when I shared it or anything like that, I'm very happy to help any of that. If it's valuable for you, that's fantastic. If it's not, well, no problem, then you can move on to the next thing you find to be interesting. So I appreciate your attention, I appreciate your time. If there's anyone that you feel receive value from this video, please share it, tag them below, comment. If you make any comments on this, I'll personally reply, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Okay, lots of love to everybody. Thanks, bye.